about it. Like,
But that would mean I would have to stop doing things.
that sounds boring.
Right.
Because like you can have someone you love a lot and make them super embarrassed. You just need to do it in a way so they feel loved and appreciated in the same way at the same time.
You know, it's so interesting. I was having this conversation on my Pokechaw stream yesterday. Like, one of the people that hangs out in the stream, he's always coming and talking about, like, doing pranks on his wife. And so we ended up having, like, a pretty big conversation like this. About, like, how his wife probably doesn't actually like the pranks. Like, he couldn't, I don't know. It's a complicated thing. Like, it's not, like, bad pranks. It's just, like, fun, you know, friendly, playful pranks, like child stuff, you know.
Yeah, like to be honest, if you're pranking you do not have a wife, at least I know that. But if you're pranking your wife, then something like puns is one way to do it.
Yeah.
You make something funny, you make them slightly embarrassed, but they're still gonna smile slightly because you make something funny.
Yeah.
Like that is a way to make your wife embarrassed and still like make them feel love. So like that's like a very like one way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go into the more like physical pranks where you like do something else. Then you need to consider, is it something dangerous? It is something that can actually do harm if it goes wrong or not. Or are you just gonna like hop around in the streets in only your birthday suit? And then I will be concerned in another way if you're gonna jump around on the streets in your birthday suit.
Yeah, these
Why
were all
would you be
like
concerned about her jumping around on the streets in her birthday suit? If Elise wants to jump around in the streets in her birthday suit, let her jump around on the streets in her birthday suit.
let me.
No. If I can stop her, I will stop her. She is a business owner, and she also needs to stand firm with a certain amount of like dignity.
Oh, so now I've got an image to hold. Dang it! I can't just put it down on the shelf, Tef.
No, you cannot.
That's funny.
Like
But
you're
anyway-
a business owner, Sam is not. So like,
Elise, you're fine to stream.
Yeah.
What's that?
You're okay to stream.
Oh, thank you.
well, it's not like we can stop her. She's already started.
Boom.
All right, so where's Dawn at?
I take my consent back. Hey, that's cool. That happens sometimes. You just gotta talk it out.
Red?
But no, yeah, the pranks that this guy does on his wife are like very harmless. Like he says that like because it's October, he's like calling her and like pretending to talk like a very obvious like scary movie villain or something. I don't know. And I was like, yeah, she probably doesn't like that actually. Like, come on, like y'all are adults.
But she might like the playful.
Hello.
She might like playing with her husband.
Can you take the phone?
Oh my gosh, Tev, no.
Hello.
No.
I will be calling you. Yeah, I will.
Oh my gosh.
You will take the phone, and you will talk with me, and I will make you. Yeah.
I will make
Like that is a form for prank to do. Because it cannot do harm. They might need to have something to talk about afterwards. But like, it's not a harmful prank that can make physical destruction on anything. Mentally, yes, but not physically.
Mm-hmm.
Nico, are you there? Can you hear?
Yeah. Hear you. I'm there.
You're pushing that creepy you're way up there, Ted. Good job. Keep it going.
Keep going? Okay.
No. No.
Hi,
No.
Sam. Sam. It's good to see you, Sam.
It's good to see you
Look
too.
at that. It is.
Oh my god! The drooly noise. I can't handle that one. That was.
I do hope that Kayla like have muted me while I'm doing this because like, because like that is creepy.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I just took my headphones out.
Good choice, Kayla. Good choice.
I'm not digging it.
That's
I've been
okay.
really sensitive to like audio input today. Like I went into Staples and there was this man like whistling, and it wasn't like bad whistling or anything. I was just like irritable about it. Like you're noise polluting. And then there was this like really awful song on the radio, and I was regretting not bringing my headphones so I could just like tune it all out. But
And I'm sorry to hear.
yeah, nope, just having some sensitivities today.
Yeah, still sorry to hear. It's annoying when you have such kind of days.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm freaking angry, but it's not like, oh, that person's actually doing something wrong.
They're just talking,
You know?
and that's all.
It's like,
Kayla, don't you understand? You don't have to be justified in your anger to be angry.
right, but it's also like, I don't know, like legit, dude didn't do anything wrong. And yes, I'm angry that he's whistling in public. Like both of those things are true. You know,
Yup.
so it's a both and, not an either or. So.
I get that sometimes. You get annoyed by like a stranger's behavior that like in the grand scheme of things is fine for them to be doing. You're just particularly sensitive to it in that moment. What to do?
Go away. Like not
Right.
ask them to go away, but step away from that moment because you know that it's not. They're not doing anything wrong. It's just you that have the moment of it's not acceptable. So instead of trying to ask them to change, you need to do the active part and actually step away and be like, I need to distance myself from them, and they are not. Do not need to force themselves to distance themselves from me.
Sometimes.
I don't know.
Sometimes it's like, hey, please be more quiet. I mean, it depends on the situation.
I would say that it's their problem, that they're pissing me off, and it's their responsibility to fix that.
Wow, Sam.
It's a projection.
Projection my ass.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's parts of me that feel that for sure, where I'm like, how dare you? You know, is how I feel in the moment. Like, don't you know that this is unacceptable? And then I have to remember, like, I'm a highly sensitive person. Like, probably 80% of the people here don't even notice the thing that's, like, driving me crazy.
Well, but you have to understand. So, but that's the point. Is like, don't you know that what you're doing is unacceptable? And the answer to that is no. So you have to tell them that what they're doing is unacceptable.
It just depends on the level of unacceptability, because, like, whistling is not actually unacceptable, in my opinion.
But it was at that moment.
It was just, like, irritating.
If you can always do a middle ground. If you do not have the possibility to leave and let the person be in peace, then you have the possibility to go to the person and be like, hello human stranger, I have this problem of being actually annoyed by you whistling. You're not doing something wrong, but I'm just sensitive to it right now. Can we find a solution where you shut up and I get peace?
So we
That was
we
Well,
should
now
meet-
you've
really
wasted their
part of his
time.
day,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, whoa, I was just trying to buy pens, ma'am.
So Tap, you're talking about meeting somebody in Middle Earth and then like going on a quest.
Exactly.
If they were down, that could make it way cooler than, like, and then I find out they're a bard, and I'm like, okay.
So you only rolled 0 ones. Okay.
I know, it depends on what I roll when I go up to, like, have the conversation with them, and what is their saving throw, like.
next time you have like a stranger you need to go up to, just out in the public or something, like bring a dice, a 20 die side right, and then just in front of them, just roll it. If it hit 20, then just be like, I don't care what I'm saying. I rolled 20. I am to succeed this shit. Do this shit for me. And if you roll and if you roll a 1, just step away. Don't talk to them. Just step away.
I'll just sneer at them and then.
Yeah.
The other fun one would be to hand them a die and tell them to roll an intelligence check or something like that.
Oh my god. I love that.
I slightly have a desire now to get myself a lot of D20 dice right now.
Maybe we can
Just
do
so
a
I can roll
over.
them in front of people.
Do you play D&D, Tef?
Nope. But
He
still,
talks about
yes.
it a lot though.
Well, that's because like I'm not playing it constantly, but like I have been playing it from a few times, like, but just 1 session to 2 session, never in like a 30 session in a row for 3 years, when we are deeply enmeshed and have conquered the dungeon by using the bard's lyre to like kill a cow. So like,
This is my 15-minute warning. I need to go in 15 minutes. Can somebody remind me that I need to leave in 15 minutes?
Okay.
Okay.
And then I will come back, but I have to leave in 15 minutes for some work.
For your daily movement.
Aw,
No,
T-Sleuth.
Have we?
For a work meeting.
T-Sleuth chimed in on Twitch and says Tef always has the best insight.
Hi, T-Sleuth.
well, T-Sleuth, I am happy to hear that you consider my insight to be useful. I am deeply concerned by that, because I do not trust my own insight to that extent. But if it makes your day better, then I'm happy to share with it you.
Tef, how did you feel about the Twitch leaks?
I feel it annoying. I need to change my password. I had such a good password and now I need to change it. I'm so annoyed about it.
Were you able to type in your password?
It's not about like rarely type it in. It's just like I type it in once, then that goes like a month before I need to type it in again. It's
Oh
just
man,
like,
so you needed to change your password anyways, dude.
Dude.
to be
I
honest,
hate to break it to you, but you needed to change your password anyways.
yeah. I have like
How old was that password?
probably 5 years old and more.
Yeah, you needed
Was
to
it?
change your password.
I'm running a wipe with like 6 different kinds of passwords for all my things. I do not know which one is. To be honest, next time I'm getting locked out of Goggle, I don't know if I can log into it again.
Wait,
Because
next
I
time you
can-
get locked out of Gargle?
Yeah, Google.
Oh, cool.
Because like there's like this rule that if you have used the password, you're not allowed to use it again.
Yeah.
Which means that like all those passwords I have been using before, I'm not allowed to use them again.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
you couldn't.
oh the fuck, what did I use last time? How did I spell it? What did I use?
You need to get a password management app, Tef.
A what?
And Sam can help you with that.
You need to get a password management app. That way you never have to remember any password. Well,
Do I need a password for that app?
you need one password for everything. And it gets you access to the app. And
Yeah.
then you can have a secure password and a different password for every website.
I have one password that tells the system that I am Tef. And then in Denmark, we have like this little thing called.
Oh, is that a vaccine passport?
So that is like just a bunch of numbers that is telling me to use. And like I am now showing it on the internet, which I should not do. I know that,
Wait, no,
but
hold
like
that.
hold it up so you can get a screenshot.
Hold that back up. Let me.
Like you need all those numbers to like access my bank accounts, my public things, my
Wait,
doctor
did you just
appointments,
show
all
that to us, Tef? That's
Yeah, Elise, where
weird.
can I get this VOD, please?
The
You- I
VOD,
do not-
the VOD will be available.
Yeah, but I would like to inform you, you also need the password that is telling the system that it needs to go in and it desire one of those key numbers.
It's just like, Tef, how do you feel about the Twitch leak? He's like, what Twitch leak?
What is
We got Dark
Trying to
Side.
one up them.
All right, hey, T Sleuth has a lot of questions.
You ain't seen nothing.
Sam, which password management?
I recommend
Solution.
1Pass.
Okay.
LastPass is also good.
Well, yeah, T Sleuth uses 1Pass, so you're good, T Sleuth. You've got the top Topia recommended.
I can bring it down from the top by saying I do not recommend it at all.
Why not?
Because
Because I've never used it. I do not know if it's work or not.
Because he would rather just have TEP1234 as his password.
Yeah, well, that's what T Sleuth said. Just add 1, 2, 3, and 4 at the end of your lovely passwords.
Oh, and an exclamation point. The exclamation point.
Yeah,
is very-
yeah, yeah.
Asterisk, asterisk.
To be honest, if you like desire my password right now, not for the Google, but like for something else, I have one thing. I'd love to share a hint about that password.
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna tell you to what thing, but I have that password you can only access and use if you're using the Danish language letters.
Well,
That's a good thing.
So you need the E, the Ø, or the Å.
Is it the umlaut?
No, no, that's German.
The, like, the Muppet Chef. Is that... is the one that spoke... Yeah.
Yeah, the Muppet Chef is the one supposed to be Swedish because he's the Swedish
Oh,
chef.
Swedish. Sorry, I don't mean to make this a horrible...
It's
Uh-oh.
totally
Over
okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. I shall be honest. If I'm gonna be like mixed up with the Swedish chef, he's the only Swedish person I would like to get mixed up with. He's a wonderful human being and he makes some great food.
He's all... the only Swede I don't have a problem with.
That's funny. Oh
Aw.
dear.
To all the Swedish viewers out there.
Yeah, you all sucks. You're not the Swedish chef.
That's 1 out of 4 people in Topia. Or 1 out of 5 people.
No, it's just 1 out of 1 Dane that thinks that, like so many other Danes. If you're a true Danish person, you hate the Swedish persons. That's just the story of it. We have already hated them, no matter what. We desire to beat them in everything, no matter if it's music, football, dramatic story, or like just boosting up our own ego. We need to beat the Swedish person. That's just how it is.
So if you
Except
all
the
just wanna,
Swedish chef,
like,
he's cool.
one up each other with the cow story, like for for generations.
I think that is the reason we have the Nordic mythology. It's because like the Danes and Sweden have like been trying to one up each other all the way through.
Whew,
That was funny.
that was good. Yeah.
Oh, Sam too? That might leave. That might come.
Might
10
leave?
minutes. I will leave in exactly.
You
10
will
minutes.
leave in exactly 10 minutes. Okay.
Oh, you both have to go. You have a business meeting with Sam.
No.
That means I will be left behind together with 2 ladies. I don't know if I need to be scared or honored.
I think we need to be scared.
Yeah.
We're honored.
You can only be honored when you are together with me.
Let's see if Daniel wants to come.
Yeah, check them out.
Daniel offered. He had a free, like coffee voucher for this company that sends you a monthly coffee subscription, and you know you pay $30 or whatever. But he had a free one that he sent me, and I was like, "That's the coolest shit ever!" I got like 2 free bags of coffee.
Nice.
So
From where?
this company that I don't remember the name of, but the farmers are, I think, both in South America.
Yeah, there's several companies doing that now. Coffee subscriptions.
Making growing coffee in South America? I think there might be a couple.
No, coffee subscriptions. Sam.
Yeah, so I'm excited to get that because I was kind of embarrassed. I bought a big bag from Costco because I was like, well, I'm not gonna have any income for a while, and I do want to make sure I have coffee. And I have most of that left, but it'll be nice to have real good stuff, and be more of the money going directly to the people who grew it.
Are you saying we need to buy your coffee in the future unless you get a form for income somehow?
I will have a form of income. I will always accept coffee. And
Okay.
I will accept D20s.
This is the tea house. Please stop talking about coffee.
Okay, Sam.
We can talk about coffee when Sam needs to leave in like 4 minutes.
7 minutes.
I have to go to a non-Topia Google Meet.
Oh my
That
goodness.
sounds
Wow.
boring.
Do they not know about Topia?
They do.
Okay,
Google
just
Meet.
checking.
Oh my.
Just invite them in and,
Yeah, just go up
find
to
your spot.
the house that we're not streaming at.
This is serious business.
Okay.
It must
This
happen.
is-
So the
It must happen to
encrypted,
be a
Not?
Google Meet.
the encrypted Topia server isn't gonna work for them?
I mean, Tea Talks is serious business as well. We've always said that
Yep.
from day one. It's kind of our slogan in here.
Yep.
The most serious world in Topia.
Only until I'm gonna destroy that image.
Who's our other person?
Maybe it's Hugo. You guys should go chase him around on your bike. He seemed to like that a lot last time.
Oh. Hi,
It's
Brooke.
Brooke.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Slightly far away. Yeah, nothing but like a ghostly image on my screen. They are becoming clearer. The Ojiberg board is working. I have now summoned the Brooke in my corner.
Brooke. How you doing, Brooke?
I'm doing okay. So
Uh,
tell me about this place. I haven't been here before.
Cool, Brooke. First and foremost, I do want to inform you that I'm streaming to the internet right now. We don't have a huge audience, but I just like to communicate that and gain everybody's consent so that you know.
Okay.
Cool. This is a tea house. I don't know. Maybe Sam can explain it better.
Right, great.
Well, Sam built it, so I always feel bad explaining it when Sam's around because it's like this is Sam's home, you know.
No, you're doing great.
You're very eloquent.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so Sam here, he built this here world with his brother-in-law, and we meet here every Thursday afternoon, and we've been doing it for over 1.5 years now. And you're welcome, Brooke.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Thursday afternoon. Okay.
Yeah, starting at 2 p.m. Pacific. So I don't know where that is on your time, but we've been here for a
Yeah.
couple hours now.
I'm on the East Coast.
Cool.
How many people do you get normally?
How many are we? Oh, we are 6 right now.
Yeah,
That's
this is-
the amount of people we get.
This is pretty normal. It's chill like this. It's usually like this. Yeah.
We've had upwards of 15,
Yes, we have.
but that was probably like peak pandemic when nobody was allowed to go outside and do anything, and everybody was cooped up.
Cool.
But
Here
Brooke,
comes somebody else.
have you explored other worlds on Topia?
Yeah, I mean, I came to it from the Burning Man.
Cool.
The
Burning
Build-A-Bear?
Man! We love Burning Man around here.
Have you been to the playa?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, some of us have.
Yup.
Is this
Yeah.
guy in here right now? Sam?
What?
Does nobody else see Bass right now?
No.
I
is it
see
Luke with her?
him hanging out.
Oh, there's someone coming.
Oh.
Yeah, there's someone
Yeah,
coming.
they're just
Cool.
slightly out of. I can like see the Tobia, but I cannot see the name. So much out of frame are they?
Yeah, I'll go take care of that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you need to leave, Sam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Your reminder. Sam had a reminder he had to leave.
And
Cool.
probably Nico's too.
4
Oh,
minutes ago.
there's. All right. Bye.
Bye bye.
Sam,
Thank you.
nice to see you.
See you another day.
Bye bye.
Oh, he's still up.
They poofed. If they
There's so
return, we
much
shall
going
be
on.
there.
It feels so chaotic.
Yeah, sorry.
Not the busiest it's been in
That noise. It's like PTSD.
Well, I'm sorry. I can be silent if that is what you desire.
No, it wasn't you, Tev. It was the freaking
I
Google
know!
Meet alarm clock or the Skype meeting. What was that? Skype or Google Meet?
That was Google Voice calling.
Oh yeah. Ugh. I gotta answer a phone call right now. I'm hanging out with my friends. So yeah, Brooke, we hang out. We actually started in this Topia room during the Burning Man of last year. Because they did the
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye Sam. See ya.
Bye, Sam.
You Sam.
Was there a portal?
There
from-
was.
from
Yeah.
the burn to here?
Yeah, we had several portals, so that was kind of fun because sometimes people would come in through the most random ways. It was very meta, very very meta.
Yeah. I put a lot of work into building a few camps at Sparkleverse,
Okay, cool.
but so I didn't discover this until fairly well into a few days before it ended,
Okay,
and I like this better.
yeah, it's a cool platform. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we were kind of cracking joke because Sam's about to go have a meeting in one of the more traditional video conference apps. After we're so comfortable here, it's so interactive and a nice meeting in a space like this versus like Skype or Zoom.
Yeah. Well, I have a meeting tomorrow with a friend of mine in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
and he and I have both worked on trying to innovate the job market. I've done it from the hiring manager side, and he's done it from helping employees. And we're thinking about building a platform here that would sort of take you through the things we teach. Imagine a book where you could go through each chapter, but also hang out with people to discuss those chapters.
Nice. Yep.
And also have a place where, like employers could hang out. Or
Mhm.
they could announce that, people have gone through this, if you'd like to talk to us about our company, be here at this time. So, but I don't know. I'm glad to have found you guys. It seems, after the burn, it seemed like finding people on here was kind of iffy.
Yeah, there's a couple of established communities, and I think there's a calendar even up from like the welcome page, right, Kayla? Is there like a calendar of events?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. I never use it because I just come here. The sock drawer, they're pretty
I'm gonna go.
active.
See
All
you
right,
guys later.
Nikos. We'll see ya.
Stay safe.
Boy, boy. Oh, is Sam back?
I'm back.
Well, hello back. I'm Tiff.
That was a quick meeting.
Yeah, it got canceled.
Oh, lucky bastard.
Ah, isn't that a thing?
The two people that I was supposed to be meeting with could not attend.
So is Sam the one who built this?
I did not build the platform Topia, but I did put together the tea house.
Yeah, the tea
You
house.
designed the virtual room we are in by placing the different objects on the board so we can feel like we are placed in a reality space of our little home of tea.
And I'm the one who pays the $9 a month
Yeah,
for the domain.
Sam's boss. Hey, but Sam,
Aw.
Brooke was talking about making a world on here.
Oh, do it.
Yeah, yeah. For his business, which it seemed like a very good idea.
Well, it's not a business. I'm retired, so it's a passion project.
Oh, cool. That's even better.
Yeah.
Those pesky businesses, you always have to make money with them, but you know.
I also wonder, anybody here in Couchsurfing? You know that platform?
I haven't been on Couchsurfing in over 10 years.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I know about it, but
Right. It's really gone downhill since they went commercial.
right. That's about when I stopped.
Yeah. But I could imagine, you know, a platform on here that's just essentially a big map of the world where you could get on and hang out with other couchsurfers.
Certainly.
couch surfer hangout.
Yeah, when I've gone to the Burns, I've stayed with the couchsurfing camp.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So, Elise, you and Kayla, you've both been to the playa, right? What
Yep.
years?
2013 and 14, or 14 and 15, I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I went 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then I didn't go again until 19.
I went 18 and 19.
When?
18 and 19.
So I went 9, 10, 11, and then 15. I went with my wife in 09, and she was sort of like, okay, been there, done that. And then I went back with projects and friends, and she came back in 15. We did a road trip across the country with a friend, and she was a good sport about it because I wanted to show her what it looked like as a participant. But I thought I was done in 15, and then in 17 I had a childhood friend who I knew in the 70s who had it on his bucket list, so I went back again. But I can't tell if I'm done or not.
I feel like I'm done.
You do feel like you're done?
Yeah, but I felt like I was done before too, and then like my mentor hit me up and was like, she was like, I'm renting an RV, and basically, you know, like I had an easy ride in, because that's like the biggest bother with Burning Man is that like it's much more time to prepare everything. Oh, look who it is! It's Daniel.
Oh, Daniel, you have decided to join us.
Uh,
Welcome into the circle of life.
Daniel, we've decided that we're going to start carrying D20s up to random strangers and having them roll intelligence checks.
okay, wait, sorry. One
Like-
at a time. So first
Oh my
off,
gosh,
thank you.
Daniel's here. We have so many things to say.
I'm glad I could make it. Number one. Number two, what are we doing, Sam? What?
I'm not repeating myself.
Oh, that's fine.
So, like, imagine you're at the grocery store and someone's
Yeah.
doing something that really bugs you.
Yeah.
And you want to go up and say something to them. You bring a d20 and you ask them to roll an intelligence check before before what they roll. Then you decide how you'll interact with them.
It's funny. I like
That
that.
was essentially what we spoke about. Maybe
Got it.
That is what we ended up
Yeah.
with deciding to do.
Yeah.
My perception on being able to pick up that on the fly was very low.
Yeah.
On one.
He's like, so I'm here now. Hold on.
Hang on, roll for perception.
Yeah.
Real quick, right now. All right. What's my modifier?
What are
-10,
-10. Oh, jeez. All right.
because you just entered the conversation.
All right. 3.
Oh,
Sorry, just suddenly going on another tangent broke. That's how it's tend to be when people we are truly familiar with suddenly join in.
Brooke, did you play Dungeons and Dragons?
No,
No.
I mean, I'm almost 70, and when it first came out in the 1970s, I got the books and I read them, and I was fascinated, but I couldn't find anyone to play with, and then I ended up getting a career and a family, kids, and I
And they
haven't
wouldn't
done
play
it.
with you?
In fact, both our sons are into it, but they won't invite me.
Oh,
Well,
that's kinda rude.
Interesting.
I guess that's okay. I mean, that's a bummer, but
It is.
I can understand maybe not wanting to play. I mean, I would maybe make an exception and have like a parent-friendly game as a child.
I think all of them are friendly games for all
Well,
ages.
but I mean, sometimes you want to maybe show aspects of yourself that you wouldn't want.
Oh,
your
I
friends
see.
to
I see. I understand.
But yeah.
Well,
we
I
can
took my
mention-
son to Burning Man in 2010, my older son.
Okay.
If we go back, we're not camping together. Mostly because I'll do more embarrassing things than he would.
Yeah.
How old is your son?
32. Now.
Oh, so you were taking him when he was in his 20s.
Yeah, I took him the year he graduated college.
Yeah, I
So-
definitely would not have been able to hang at Burning Man at that age. I was too like stuck up and like took like way too seriously for Burning Man.
Yeah, I think that my son really took to it well. And when we arrived, he said, how come you didn't explain this to me? How come you didn't? And I've been like, I spent all year trying to explain this to you. But you
How do you
can't
explain Burning Man?
Yeah, that's like a tough descriptor.
Right.
What was he feeling like he was not understanding, or that he had wanted to know beforehand?
The size of it, the magnitude. And for me, what's impressive is the amount of effort that goes into it. I really like that. The last time I went was the first time I went early entry and helped build a camp. And if I ever do it again, I'm going to go early entry, build a camp, leave on Tuesday, come back on Friday. I find the spectacle too exhausting. But I really like the people I built the camp with.
That's what in 2019. That's what I did. I showed up on like Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, and stayed until Wednesday or Thursday midweek, and then left before all of the spectacle.
Right.
They're like Wednesday night of the burn is like, to me, was the best, because it's like everything's pretty much built and all of the people that are just showing up to party and like go crazy are like not there yet, so it still feels empty, but it's all built.
Right. Yeah.
But I'd like to go again and stay the whole time. Go early, stay late. I'd like to be out there for like 2 or 3 weeks.
I feel like what Elise said rings true for me. Like, one of my friends was like, "Hey, I've got this like really easy way for you to come and participate, and a lot of the stuff, the details are taken care of." I'll be like, "Sure, that sounds great," but to like try to get the ticket and all the resources together and all that, probably not.
Too much energy to do.
Hey, but the last
a camp, like I paid to stay with the camp last time, and I knew like 5 people, but like I have not had that Burning Man experience of like going with your like really close friends and just having an extraordinary time. So
yeah, next time you go, if you do go, just camp small by yourself. I like that. I prefer it that way.
I would camp with you and drink tea. Out
Yeah,
in
we could do that.
that would be a good time. Like, but the hard part is when like you want to go do something and then meet up again later. Cause
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah, you gotta just go on your own adventures, and
Yeah.
you know, in the morning when you smell the bacon, it's time to come together.
I knew that at Beloved. The tea isn't going, but I smell bacon. They probably be around here somewhere.
Yeah, I
Such
think I know what you mean. But yeah, let's see. The 5 times I went, I was pretty much the prime organizer, and so I was the one herding cats.
It's a lot
Now
of
we
work.
have a friend that went with us in 2015, and she's thinking about retiring this year. And if she does, she's a very organizational kind of person. When she gets a project, she takes care of everything. And I told her if she does it, I'd consider going. But
You know, it would be well organized.
yeah, well, yeah.
I have dreams of like leading a large build out there.
Did you say leading or leaving?
Leading, like conceptualizing and leading a large scale project out on the playa.
Have you done one before?
I haven't led one. No, I built one in 20. When I went in 2018, I was part of building a camp, and in 2019, I built one like good sized piece and helped build like two or three other smaller ones out on the playa. And I like building out there. So I want to like do my own project out there.
Fun. We'll hold this vision for you in your heart.
Yeah, I built projects and brought them in all but the first year. So one thing I brought was called a love tester. Most of mine involve electronics, so it's a big board, and 2 people go up, and each of you touches a metal plate, and then you touch each other or kiss or whatever, and then it measures body resistance. Lights flash.
That's cool.
It tells you how whether you're
Whether you're faking
sexually or emotionally compatible, and it's all random, but
it. Oh, okay.
Hey, you know, the AI guys, Sam, they were talking about being able to do this with like text message data to like be able to like calculate your communication style with your partner and like if you truly do love them or not, something like that. Using AI to like see like the signals or whatever. I don't know, that's kind of crazy, but Brooke, I feel like I experienced your art before.
well, it was out there in 2015 and in 17. I did a thing that was a 2-person stethoscope. You'd wear headphones, and you would hold a heart monitor to yourself and another person, and you could hear your heartbeat in one headphone and the other in the other, and then you'd try to, whoever's slower would try to speed up. So you try to, it was called do your 2 hearts beat as one. So I would bring those kind of things, but I've never placed on the playa, and I've found out I could have. It would have been better placed on the playa because it was just in our camp. People just walk by it and not stop.
Yeah, I've been What's on my mind, what's been kind of like wiggling around in my head right now, is a kinetic piece that uses the wind to like spin fans, which I would use to cast shadows on the playa, and then do like some cool like light stuff to cast shadows that are moving based on the wind. But that's as far as I've gotten. It's just kind of like the components of it.
What kind of shadows? You mean like hand shadow kind of?
No,
things?
like it came from I was staring up at my ceiling fan and like looking at like the ceiling fan has like the blades and then a light kit, and the lights cast shadows of the ceiling fan up on the ceiling, and you can see the blades spinning. And then because the light kit has like 3 different bulbs, it was doing some cool things with like different textures and shadows. So I just kind of want to like build big fans out on the playa, which would spin when the wind blows, and then shine lights through the spinning fans. So you'll get a little bit of like a strobe effect almost.
Have any of you gone to regionals?
Yep.
Where?
Seattle, Las Vegas, Hawaii, LA, San Francisco.
Las Vegas.
Las
So
Vegas
you-
is a fun one. It
you
feels
guys
like
all-
a mini Burning Man.
Are you guys all out in the West?
Yeah.
Not Daniel, no.
Not me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
out
yeah.
in Montreal,
Or Tev.
but I also haven't done anything.
Yeah.
So.
Totally not me.
The 3 of us that have been talking about the Burning Man, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in New Jersey, but I've been to no regionals at all. What's Hawaii like?
Awesome.
I could get. I mean, I've been to Hawaii plenty of times, but I haven't been to Burnout regional out there.
Yeah, there's a pretty cool hippie scene and a lot of burners. That's actually where I got introduced to Burning Man and spinning fire and all of that. The whole party scene, electronic dance music on Oahu. But on the Big Island, there's a really big community, and they usually host the regional burns on the Big Island because there's just so much good camping area and land available to throw a big party like that. But usually it's on the beach. It's just so perfect, you know, like stay up all night and then go swim in the ocean when
Right.
the sun comes up and prepare yourself for the bacon fry. Like,
I'm looking right now.
For the bacon.
everything's like focuses around the bacon. I love cooking bacon at Burning Man. Like, I'll cook like 3 pounds at a time. But it's like rotation. It's like 1 pound in the pot, and then you use that oil or the grease to fry a bunch of hash browns, and then you just like throw like a dozen eggs in there. And then you can do that like 3 times. You can do that round 3 times, which is great because you can snack the whole time, and then the whole time you can distribute food to people that come by.
Right.
Like eggs and bacon, and I had like Hawaiian buns that I was making these small sandwiches. I remember this kid on a bike was speeding by, and I was like trying to give him one, and he just like grabbed it while he was speeding and he sped away, and I'm like, I kind of felt like, oh, that's kind of rude, like, but whatever, he needed it, he's on his mission or whatever. And like me and my friend saw him like 2 blocks away just like stop and create this big dust, and then he turned around and cycled back to us and was like, what the hell is this thing that you just gave me? He was probably thinking it was a hot dog or some shit. And yeah, he came back, you know, it was that good that, you know, he had to come back and check it out. I love Burning Man. You know, the last time that I went, my mentor that I went with, her friend that like got her the tickets. She's an agent for the founders of Burning Man. She does like their PR marketing.
Wow.
So we spent a lot of time at first camp, and I even got to go up in the plane with the Purple Haze, the main pilot that started the airport, and do like a little circle round of the whole playa. That was kind of unique because I've been so many times and I've experienced it in so many different ways, and then just to like fly over it like that and just be able to consume the entire thing in like 10 minutes. It's like, what?
That sounds wild.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I was some guy gave me a helicopter ride.
Nice.
Random thing out of the airport. But I'm looking at this. So I'm looking at this Capilina.
Yeah. I don't know the last
That's
time
Oahu?
Yeah. Sometimes they do it on the Big Island. But I haven't been in Hawaii for 9 years now.
Right.
Yeah, or 8 years. I don't know. I forget when I had 13. 8 years.
Time goes quickly.
A little bit.
They were not lying. The people who told me this.
I would hope that the because like the burner communities in small places like Hawaii is reliant, even here in Vegas, it's like reliant upon who's ever like wanting to step up and organize, so I think that that's one of the regionals that gets skipped a lot because there's just no one to organize it. Vegas just had theirs last weekend.
Really?
Mm-hmm. My dog has even been to that one twice. Bitcoin's a
That's
burner.
why it's always tithing.
He's the coolest dog. He's always like finding the cutest girl to cuddle with.
So you are saying he's always staying with you?
Well, I mean, he's usually with me. I'm usually the only girl
Oh.
around, so that.
Dad, stop hitting on Elise.
No, I refuse. I refuse.
Just because you wanted to throw her in your dungeon and she said no.
Okay, can I then hit on her if I promise not to put her in my dungeon?
What are we waiting on?
Damn, I need a yes or a no.
Whatever you want.
Whatever I want. Okay.
I don't actually care.
But thank you,
Wow,
Sam.
you
Thank
do
you
not
for
care
standing up
Elise?
for me.
Wow.
I will fight for your honor, Elise.
Thank you, Sam.
To keep you out of the dungeon at the castle next door.
Yeah.
Brooke, I'd like to provide some context to you on this. Like, it's hardly an inside joke. Oh, Daniel, I mean, you missed out on it too. But like,
That's
when
okay.
I just got back from Europe, I did like a 2-week little like adventure to like, I don't know, a lot of different countries. And I met Tef because like Tef has been hanging out with us for the past year. He came from Twitch. I told you I'm doing streaming, so that's how I met him. And
I live in Denmark.
he lives in Denmark. Yeah, so
And his neighbors live in a castle.
his neighbor's got a castle. No, okay, so here's the inside joke, is that like whenever I showed up today, Tef was not here, but Sam and Kayla was asking, how was the trip? And I was like, oh, it's really cool. Tef lives near a castle, a very old castle. And then when Tef showed up, like they were like making this whole story about how, the neighbors had well, okay, here it is, Tef. I'll tell you this is the funny part of where this all came together.
Next to a castle.
I said, I can't believe that Tef never told me that he lived next to an old castle. I was like, because if I did, that would be like one of the first things that I'd let everybody know about me when I meet them.
It's a fucking
in
half
every
to an entire
conversation.
hour walk away.
that's near. Like, that's kind of exciting, you know? I would go for a run. That's like a simple little stroll for me to go visit the castle.
I mean, it's way closer than the castle is to me. That's for darn sure.
It's just funny because it's like nothing to you, Tef. And that was what I was commenting on. Like,
It takes me an hour to walk out to that castle. The same
how long
amount as-
how long does it take you to drive to it?
10 minutes to a quarter, depending on how many cars on the road and the traffic stoplights.
I don't know. I
You
can.
walk faster.
I think it's near. I think it's near. I did. I kept track of our steps that day, and it was 4 miles away. That's near.
It's supposed to be 6 kilometers away.
No, that's kilometers, Pat.
Yeah. Breathe, Elise, breathe. No need to break it, you need to breathe.
Because 4 miles is 6 kilometers. That's close. Would you call that near? Like, I don't know. Like, when things are that near to me, like, it's a big deal. It's like, oh, there's an old castle near me. Like, let's go check it out.
I mean, I kind of felt that way living in Vegas, and like there was a pyramid, like not a legit,
Yeah.
ancient pyramid, but like there's a pyramid with a beam of light, and on certain nights the full moon would be like in alignment with the beam of light if I was driving just the right way. And like that was really cool. We had a castle, we had
Yeah.
all the things, and then there's all this other stuff like that crazy house that he opens up around this time of year that has just a bunch of old Vegas stuff in it.
Oh, I want to visit that. I heard about this. I want to
But
check
you
it
have
out.
to, you live near New York also.
What's that?
You live near New York
Yeah,
also.
no, we had
Yeah.
New York there too.
Yeah.
And Paris.
Yeah, no, there was so much cool stuff, and I could just walk to any of it.
Yeah, that's a cool thing. It's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Las Vegas is so weird because it's like an optical illusion.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah.
legit.
And part of it, I don't know if they make an issue out of it, but like if you look at the hotels, they're designed so that every 2 floors looks like it's 1 floor. Have you noticed that?
No, I have
From
not.
the outside.
Like if you look at the Wynn Hotel or if you look at Treasure Island or all those things, the floors look like, every second floor will have a major division between it,
Yeah.
and it'll look like it's 1 floor, and it makes everything look closer than it is. Because you're looking at a 28-story building, and it looks like it's a 14-story building. So you imagine it's a lot closer than it is, but you end up walking on it.
That's an interesting
So far.
observation.
Yeah, take a look at it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will.
no, I totally know what you mean. Like, I used to work on the Strip, and like I'd look at the Bellagio, and I'd be just like trying to figure out how many of those are rooms, and there is like a major division between each two.
Yeah.
And it is funny that would make people feel like they aren't having to walk as far. They're like, oh, that's just 3 casinos down, and they're wearing like high heels and
Right.
don't have any water, and they're like, that's
And
just
it's 2.5 miles, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like you just walk straight there. You have to like go over the bridge and through the hotel, and then it detours you past this like gift shop, and yeah. Unless you know all the little short routes through, but Vegas is weird.
A magical land out in the desert of Nevada. A weird place to have such a magical land, where everything is nothing but a fucking illusion.
Not
I got some
everything.
cool. It got some cool people in it. I will admit that. But like, as you see it from an European person's point of view, if I had not known the cool people from Las Vegas, then it will just be like one big city light of shine and no fucking else in the middle of like no fucking where, because it's just magical apparently.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what I
the food is good here.
It's true.
Well, I should come to Las Vegas one day and try all that weird food you're talking about.
Oh, I'm getting hungry.
You know. Yeah, Vegas has good food and cool people, interesting people, lots of accessibility to things like international travel. Yeah.
And
It's cool
gangsters.
to have a chapter there.
And gangsters.
Who you calling gangsta, huh?
Not you. I'm just saying they are there.
I'm a gangster. I'm a tea gangster. I'm gonna start taking that on, Tef.
Just
I'm
don't
a
be part of the
gangster.
mafia, then I'm satisfied.
I'll have my own little tea mafia. Y'all want to be in my tea mafia?
Nah, I'm an evil mastermind. I have my own way of forming groups and having people work for me.
Well,
And why do you get to be the boss?
So,
Who,
Tef,
Tef?
are you living near that castle now?
Yeah, I could basically right now I could like get up, put Toby on my phone, and walk out to it if I want to.
I mean, would you do that?
No, because in the middle
You
of the
just
night and I
suggested that,
don't
and
want
now
to
I'm
do.
like,
Kayla, I said I had the possibility. I did not say I will do it right now.
You know what you are, Tef?
Especially because of two things. One, I have not made Toby work on my phone yet. And two, my fucking camera is broken for shit and cannot film anything at all.
Video doesn't work on mobile anyways.
That is a third
oh,
problem.
That's right.
But Tef, you're a castle tease. That's what you are.
Can we ban Sam?
Castle tease.
The castle tease. Flaunting his castles without, letting us see the goods.
We got a lot
Sad
of,
enough, I did not get the possibility. My plan was actually to give Elise a tour on the castle. But sad enough,
She didn't want to go to the dungeon.
I said on the castle, not in the dungeon. And if I'm gonna use a dungeon, it's gonna be my own and not someone freaking else's. But do you have like options to like book tours to get a trip inside the castle and look around? And I even looked that up, and apparently they were fully booked when Elise was here. So
I gave myself my own tour though, and Tef was like, "No, you're on the grounds. It's private grounds. You can't be over there."
yeah,
I was like, "I don't know. Just wait here."
you did not know, and that's why I'm like, I cannot get mad at you because like you did not know any better. And it's not like, and to be honest, many people make this mistake. So like, it's not like the people actually living in the houses will get mad at you. They will
Yeah.
probably, if you stood there for long, they will probably just be like, please go away.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
Bye, Brooke. Thanks for
Okay.
hanging out with
Bye-bye.
us.
Thanks for coming.
Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Head
yeah.
out in a couple minutes too.
Oh yeah, Daniel.
Yeah.
Got more
Well, you
important
know.
things to do.
Yes, actually.
What is more important than us?
The people that I'm running D&D for.
Oh, fun.
Well, you need to ask them to roll a d20 first and see if they are smart
Oh,
enough.
they're gonna be in trouble. Oh no, they made a huge mistake last game.
What did they do?
The this ragtag group of adventurers, cocky sons of bitches, all of them. They don't even know what they're in for. They were like, "Oh, the townspeople were kidnapped. Well, we can just kill this entire camp and get them back. That's no problem, right? We don't have to sneak around or anything. We can just barge in, just blow them up." It's like, no. You really should have snuck around like you wanted to.
What did they awaken?
Well, nothing yet. We're going to find out. We're going to find out if the dragon gets summoned or not. That's what we find out tonight. Our brutish paladin ran in, sword all aglow, alerting everybody to his presence, and was like, "I want to hit things." It's like, I mean, I'll give you something to hit if that's really what you want. I will
So
do.
I will need to ask Daniel, have you
Yes.
considered a pre-warning to the dragon?
Oh, totally. Oh,
What
it's It's,
What have you planned as a pre-warning?
So the hints to the players. The session is going to start off. It'll be in about 20 minutes. The session starts off with the summoner itself and a couple of armed guards coming from out in the darkness to go and see like what all the commotion is about. And right at the beginning of the session, one of the guards is going to bark something, and then the sorcerer is going to run off into the darkness. And that's going to be like the first like kind of hint.
So they gotta go find that sorcerer and kill him. Otherwise,
It's going to be a little bit of a time-consuming thing, because like we'll space it out a little bit. There'll be a little bit of an art to it. I think maybe the sorcerer will get a turn in to be like to try and like slow people down, but then he's going to do something very, very obvious to like, I need to be over there planning, and the game is going to be, can they get through? First, can they figure it out? 2, can they get there in time? And if they fail both of these checks, they're gonna have to deal with this thing, and it's gonna be a good time.
do they stand a chance at killing the dragon?
Very slim, I think, but I think it would work out in such a way that it would kind of be I could take you down, but I'm taking you down with me, or I might die, but I'll take a couple of you down with me, kind of thing. And the summoner is very cowardly. So the summoner would just be like, okay, we're just gonna leave. Like, you killed everybody here. We could fight, but I'm scared, so I'm just gonna run.
So basically, the party was gonna get away with it.
The party, well, not unscathed. We'll see. We'll just kind of see how the timing works, right? Like, I'm not quite sure how it's gonna go down. They could just be really, really good. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
hoping
not what I consider a pre-warning for the dragon.
Well, what kind of pre-warning are you thinking of?
I'm
Well,
thinking
I've never
that
played Dungeons and Dragons, by the way.
That's
Well,
fine.
I was thinking more like, you mentioned a summoner. That's a
Mhm.
perfect example.
Mhm.
They are gonna summon 2 things.
Yeah.
First, the most cute, adorable little snake that's gonna be like, I am fear, take me on.
Oh, I see.
It should be a fluffy bunny.
Oh, I see. You're talking about something a little more visceral, like something that's like, oh, I'm making it really, really obvious, preschool style, that there's things that are being summoned over there. And here's a wrinkle I haven't told you about. My brother is role playing as a compulsive liar in this game.
Wait, that's
And
a role play for him?
Oh yeah, he's playing as a dark elf that just he's got some kind of complex. He just doesn't tell the truth. He can't
He's
help himself.
broken.
It's great. It's a fantastic role play. I have to text things to him because he finds out things because he's more perceptive than everybody else. He knows that there's a summoning happening over there, but he doesn't. He doesn't want to tell anybody else because he's just like, I just want to leave. I just want to run, and he's not upfront with this kind of information. And so that's also part of the game of will he finally break and tell people, or will he keep up his lies? So we got a lot of moving parts here, and it's gonna be pretty good, I think.
You know, part of the Twitch leaks. What is the D&D channel Critical Role?
Yeah, they made the most of
They've
everything.
been paid $9 million over the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's amazing. They've been running it. I mean, like, you know, it's like professional production.
Yeah.
It's like it's split across like 30 people, right? All the cast and all the crew. And I'm watching some of the early VODs. The amount of donation drives and sub incentives that they do is insane. Like the amount of stuff that they do in California to like they're like, if we get like we're trying to reach a sub count so that we can go out and like help kids read fantasy books and stuff like that. So it doesn't surprise me that they've made the most, and I'm really, really happy for them. I think that they deserve it. That's my take anyway on the whole thing.
Cool. You're brilliant. I've only watched a couple.
I think I linked you to the first.
Yeah,
I'm kind of addicted to the VODs, but I mean, you know,
They
so are a lot of people, right?
they do have like the first 30 minutes is all like announcements and things. So I get
Yeah,
it.
you can. There's timestamps, so you can skip past all their irrelevant 2015 announcements, right? Where they're like, but yeah.
Fun.
Felix is in that game. Yeah, Felix is in that game.
Fun.
And he's gonna get fucked.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. They might stop it in time. They might.
You never know. Players will do.
All right.
Then go to bed.
Is that what
Hi,
that's
Chaka.
gonna be? These puzzles are getting harder.
Yes, that does happen.
Yes, it does.
Which puzzle are you talking about, Kayla?
It's called Infinity Loop. It's like you gotta connect everything, all the pieces.
Oh, that kind of puzzle. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Oliver. Welcome in.
Oh, Oliver's here? Hey!
I don't know if that is good or bad, but like, he's here.
Oliver!
where's Oliver?
Oliver's on YouTube.
Oh,
I met Oliver in Copenhagen. He's such a cool dude. We drank tea on top of the city. It was so
Ornithorn.
Wait, I'm confused. Where's Oliver?
romantic.
If you go into like the YouTube channel of Elise, then you will find Oliver directly. But I'm watching on YouTube, and thanks to the restream bot, I get all his message on my Twitch side.
Oh, so you're watching
wa-
yourself on Elise's stream?
No, actually not.
How narcissistic are you, Ted?
Sam, to be honest, I'm actually not. I'm actually watching like Elise in bigger form because I desire more of her. Did you not think about that? Like, I've been spending so many times with her while she was in Denmark. Now she's suddenly gone. Like, I have needs for the connection.
Oh my goodness, Ted.
That's why you were trying to throw her in your dungeon.
Exactly, Sam.
Alright.
You're getting it. You're
Speaking of throwing people into dungeons, time for me to go throw myself into one. So, bye everybody.
Daniel.
Bye,
Thanks for
Daniel.
coming.
Thanks for
Thanks for
hanging out
inviting me,
with us.
as
Don't
always.
forget about the dragon, Daniel, not just the dungeon.
Next time,
It-
you know.
It's okay, Oliver, to not open.
Not even sure if there will be one. We'll see it. We'll see if they summon it successfully.
It's
I'll,
okay
I'll, I'll let you guys know what happens next time. All right?
That sounds cool. Let's talk
Bye.
about the snake that brings fear.
Suffering Oli's withdrawal. Oh, Oliver.
Where's
Like, even
Dawn?
Oliver gives me right. Like, when you suddenly spend time with such an amazing person, then actually have them to leave you and leave you behind, you're just like, what now? What am I supposed to do now? Sitting here with
what will I
little
even do
lonely
with my
me alone. Like,
What
what am I to do with all my greed? The best I can do is like pop Elise into my Twitch and like have her on the big screen. To be honest, I actually have her on the small screen because she's on my laptop instead of the television. But having Toby on the television makes the webcams line up better with me. So like a little kind of necessary too. Narcissistic too. Just a little.
I miss Dawn.
I know, I miss Don too. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. He's doing well, but I guess he's done hanging out with us. He's gotten his fill.
We filled up Dawn.
We filled him up.
Did I help with that, or did I just get him away?
No, I don't know. Did you ever meet Don, Tef?
I'm not sure.
Don only hung out in the Facebook chat. Every now and then he'd come on to Twitch. If like a troll came in, he'd go there to help fight the trolls for me.
I think I have noticed like the person at some point, but like I never really had an interactive time
I
with
see.
them.
Yeah. He had been getting fresh with Sam the past couple of weeks that he was here.
Oh, we can all get fresh with Sam if we want to.
As long as it's fresh, just don't get stanky.
Nah, I promise it's not gonna go down that way as we all know it should be.
But Oliver, glad you're here. You're being a bit of a night owl. Oliver, you should have moved into your new apartment by now. That's really exciting. He gave me a tour of Copenhagen. He's a friend from YouTube. I don't know if he had ever interacted with us during Topia before, But like when I first started streaming, he used to interact, but then he couldn't come to the live videos anymore because the time is off, you know. But we got in touch, and I hit him up, and I was like, "Hey, I'm coming to Denmark," and he ended up being so like welcoming and kind. He spent the entire day showing me all over Copenhagen. He even took me to Christiania, which is like this very bad place that he'd never gone to in his whole life. But the hippie had to go.
What?
The hippie
Wait,
had to go.
Well, it's because like Christiania is like a place in Denmark where like they consider themselves free from everything, free from the government, free from like the control of the police and everything. So like it's very much like the Wild West of the old stories where like there is no law, so you need to take it in your own hands. And it's like it's a small community, and they are like trying to be opening, but they also like we don't want trouble with anyone.
It definitely sounds like he was a better host than Ted.
Oh, he definitely was.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, then next time you come to Denmark, then let Oliver be host one more time. Then I will just be sitting here in my little town with no castle, only a kilometers away, and I'll just be like, well, if I'm a bad host, then so be it. Yeah.
Did Oliver try and throw you in a dungeon?
No, Oliver was the kindest, most gentle soul. Like I didn't get any kind of dungeon vibe from him, not one bit. Only Tef.
I was slightly hurt. But only slightly. Because I did not even show off my dungeon.
Yep, thank goodness.
Like, I did not even mention it while you was here.
Oh, you mentioned
that
it
right?
every
Is that-
day.
Not while you was here.
Tef, can we get a tour of your dungeon?
Yeah, can you take
No.
us, please, right now?
Is there a swing or a cross?
I feel safe going to your dungeon now, Tef.
I want to see Tef's dungeon. Or is that only when you're streaming
Even
on the
Oliver won his dungeon for himself.
Oliver. He says, don't pit us against each other. Tef can drive to my place in just a few hours. I want my dungeon to myself. Your underground bicycle parking garage is your dungeon.
Yeah, Oliver, that is a difference because I do not own an underground bicycle parking garage. I actually have. Underneath my house is a big dungeon. It is not planned on like, if you have like lokalplaninger, planlægninger, der har du et kort over alle husene og alle deres bygningsstrukturer. Der har du faktisk ikke det stykke, der handler omkring, hvad jeg har nede under mit gulv. Og det er fordi, det er dernede, hvor jeg har alle rørene kører rundt sammen med alt vandet, og der er
Are you speaking
også noget rum,
English?
faktisk. Og det er derfor, jeg kalder det the dungeon. Because it's just like that. And it got no doors and no stairs to get down. You need like a ladder to get into my dungeon.
Oh my
You
gosh.
also like need to like remove my bathroom floor too, but like that's another story.
He wasn't speaking English that whole time, right?
No, absolutely not. You did not just have an hallucination.
Well, you know, Danish, it's interesting, the language. It's like it's like one of those types of things where you could feel as if you're like just tripping.
Yeah.
Not like Chinese or something where
Ooh, a mask plate burial pit. You can go ghost hunting there if you want.
See, that's something that if that was
Oh! Are you sure you want to go something with me in the middle of the night when I'm gonna come and visit you? I'm gonna be very close and I will take you into the deepest, darkest dungeon's corner and we will find everything we can. Is that what you
Is that one?
desire?
That's his old apartment though. He doesn't live there
Yeah, but
anymore.
we can
You'll
still
have to
go
break
hunt.
in. You'll have to break into the
Yeah.
old apartment.
Add to the adventure. Adding
Dude,
to the adventure.
Tef, that's like the last thing that I would ever think for you to do. Like, you wouldn't even let me throw my can into someone else's bin. Like,
That's true. Like,
Thanks. Yeah, I'm playing some pretty cool music on the stream. Sojourner's music. Yeah, because it's kind of hard to play music for all of us to listen to. So I just have it playing on mine. But it's like the what is that? The Cowboy Bebop, the theme song from that show.
The
That's
Seatbelts. The Seatbelts is the name of the band.
Is that
Yeah.
the Seatbelts? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, like Sojourner, my friend, did like a little remix on it, and that's what we were just listening to. Oliver commented on.
Oh.
But yeah, Oliver said that once he moves into his new apartment, he may start coming and joining us in Topia.
Ooh.
So we'll have 2 Danes. We'll get like.
Oh boy.
But only one dungeon.
James won the-
No, 2
Next-
completely autonomous dungeons.
I'm
Oh, wait.
ready for the big dungeon to we might set one up for next week.
Oh yeah? Oh, Taff, that'd be magical. It is a season. You should totally do a stream of your dungeon tour.
Nah, the problem is I will need to like remove like my bathroom floor, and that's just so much energy. So like, nah, I will need some help with that. Oliver, come join me. Then we can remove my bathroom floor, and then we can like find the dungeon up again. We might have some cover weight in the corners.
Well, that
Oliver,
adds.
come over to my house and help me pull up the floor so I can throw you in my dungeon.
Oh yeah, good. That's a disaster. Yeah, 2 Danes in 1 dungeon.
It sounds like a really good comic, I must admit.
It's a meme. It's simply a meme.
Oh, Spiders of Denmark sounds interesting. So long I get to kill them afterwards.
Oh, you kill spiders?
Yeah, and
I
flies,
only-
and
I only-
mosquitoes.
I only kill black widows.
No. Only if they're in the bedroom.
Yeah, that's where they come.
No, I kill any Black Widow I find.
Yeah, I just kill it. Like, I'm like, I wish that you weren't here, but boom.
Poisonous spiders and rattlesnakes are like the only like living creatures that I like have no tolerance for. Sorry, you must die if I see you.
Why is that so hard, Oliver, to like identifying spiders by species? Why is that hard? They got 8 legs every one, so like, they're spiders.
Yeah, they are friends. Oh, so okay, so Oliver has his own standards. He's like, I don't kill any of them aside from mosquitoes and ticks. Like,
Yeah.
oh, see,
Spiders and crickets.
T-Sleuth is in the camp of like, I kill them all. If they're in my space, they're dead.
If they are in my kitchen, they are gonna die in my kitchen, and I'm gonna get them away, and they will never see the light again.
We had a full-on conversation about this at the retreat center.
Interesting.
We had a visitor from Israel, and it started with mosquitoes. Like, do we kill mosquitoes? And you know.
Yes, we
the,
do.
The retreat manager was like, you know, all the different meditators and teachers and stuff who've been there and what their thoughts were on mosquitoes. And yeah, it was a big long discussion.
Did it end up with a yes, we kill mosquitoes?
Yeah, most of it, I was like, I swat at them. I don't try to kill them. I use bug spray. If they're in my room, I will kill them. The coordinator was like, no, I try to not kill them. I think the rest of us were like, you know, yeah, sometimes. But definitely not spiders. And then we had a discussion about snakes too, like how to like encourage them to leave versus killing them.
What do you do? Like a little dance? Just like a
You
little.
get rid of their food source.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Because they're coming to eat mice, right? Yeah.
But like, if it's in your space here and now, what do you do?
I would like avoid it, be aware that it's there, and then try to change the environment. Like, I don't want to kill a rattlesnake. I might remove it. I might like find somebody to capture it and release it somewhere else. But even that's like not the best solution. considering all the things.
I basically look at it as this thing could kill any of my family members if I was not the one to see it. So, bye-bye. It wouldn't hesitate to kill any of my family members.
It would though, because it's not wanting to harm anything. It's only going to if you're like about to step on it or you're like messing with it. Like snakes do not want to harm us.
Yeah, but I can't teach my dogs are dumb.
Dogs, like, yeah, they definitely have a threat of being hurt by them. And
Yes.
I understand that. My dad just straight shot a rattlesnake with his fucking gun.
I use a shovel.
Someone is joining us.
Somebody's here.
Yay! Yay!
Oh!
Yay! Yay!
I'm gonna counter that with a boo.
What?
Hello, Eric. Welcome.
Hello.
In. It's great to see you again.
Yes,
Even
it's
if
been a
you have become
while.
a carrot.
I've always been a carrot.
He's always been a carrot. Come on.
My lighting's
No, he is
horrible.
not.
Yeah.
Like a weird.
Yeah, Eric is here. Another dear T friend.
Hooray! It actually looks pretty cool.
I just had a great therapy session, so I'm kind of feeling really good about myself. I've been a
Hooray for great therapy
I'm
session.
Yay!
yay.
Eric
I'm
is
not
so
gonna counter
awesome.
that. I'm gonna support that.
No booing.
Yeah, no booing. It's like, yay! Like, therapy session is super useful for many people. There is no reason to booing for that.
Nope.
It's great. I support that.
Awesome.
Like, we're getting as part of free healthcare in Denmark.
Oh, is it? That's good. Not here.
No.
Well, you're all in
Amazing.
America. You're all just lost because you have been taken over by corporative corporations that like expelling you all.
Uh-oh, is Tef gonna get fired up about how big America is again?
Nah, I will not do that. But I will inform you that people cannot see Eric. You're not showing him in on your screen.
Yeah, well, I gotta ask Eric first. Do you want to be on the stream? You're welcome to not be on the stream.
Can you just not see me? Is that better?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
that's why I know. I'm surprised to see you come in. I'm so happy to see you come in, but I also want to respect your boundaries. So
Yeah.
Wait, you got boundaries?
I have
Yes.
a lot of boundaries.
that's good.
Starting with these walls. Starting with these
Yay
walls.
for boundaries.
I don't know if you're gonna break for
I'm
that.
sorry. I have a tendency to break those. I'm sorry.
Sometimes my boundaries do need to be broken.
Good. Where
you-
should I hit first?
Do you want to have a visit in Tef's dungeon?
His dungeon? Oh, that sounds a little outside my experience. Maybe we'll leave it at that.
I promise you it will be a safe experience because all safety measures have been opened up right now. Which
I
means
see.
that you
What about
can
health and safety? Is it like inspected by the government? Make sure-
I would like to inform you, Rick, that it's in Denmark. If I'm opening it up, if I just open the door, the government be like, have you made sure everything is okay? And if not, I'm gonna get like sued my ass out. And it could just as well be living in America instead. So like everything is good and clear down there.
Good. Good. Like everything is caulked. It's got the proper electrical outlets.
There is no electrical outlets.
There's none.
Yeah.
Forget it. Forget it. No,
Yeah,
I need to have the Wi-Fi, the
It is a
Bluetooth.
dungeon. It's you can still get the Wi-Fi code, but it's a dungeon. It's not a luxury suite.
What did I hear? Someone. I was in. I forget where I was in some sort of castle where they said a dungeon. They call it a dungeon because there's a lot of dung and you're there for an eon.
That's a good one.
I don't think it's true.
I mean, if you're in a dungeon and you got nowhere else, of course there's gonna be dung.
And you're there for eons.
Tef doesn't like talking about the dung in his dungeon.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry, Kat. I'm not, though.
Well, do Do you truly like? I to be honest, if we truly need to talk about the dong in the dungeon, I do not desire us to be on Twitch at the same time because apparently both Sam and Elise have an image to uphold. Even
No,
so,
they don't. Maybe
complain-
Sam, not Elise. She's broken that image long ago.
Wait, what happened?
As you can see, I'm trying to take care of my good friend Sam, so he's not gonna
Yeah.
get disappointed. And that's why we are not talking about the big dong in the dungeon.
Okay.
No, it's not a dong. It's dung.
Dung.
Like poop.
Poop.
Wait, I thought there was always dong in the dungeon. No,
Yeah, there's no people.
Because of the dong?
Now Tep really doesn't want to talk about it.
etymologist.
Before Tep was like, we can kind of talk about it, but now he is like speechless.
Now look at that stare he's giving us. Ooh. Shivers.
The world might have changed in a certain way, so you now all have become part of something bigger.
Oliver's having a ball over here, laughing. He says you can meet Cool Cat and Pika. Those are two of my trolls. Those are the two big trolls on my other broadcast, whatever app. He said you can find them down in the dungeon. To quote Harry Potter, I don't know Harry Potter very well.
Never read it, never seen it, never will.
You never seen it, Eric?
Nope.
Have you reading it? Because no matter if you read it or watching it, the line "troll in the dungeon" is part of the book 1, where like they're sitting around Halloween and having a big feast, and then suddenly the professor in magical defense is coming in and be like, "Troll, troll, troll in the dungeon." Just in case you wanted to know, and then he like fall over. And then apparently get trampled by all the school kids that's like trying to run away. So like, very interesting scene to be honest. Like how fast you can spread panic by just like yelling some nonsense.
Yeah.
I have so many things I could counter that with, but I'm just not gonna waste my breath. I thought there was a comic book series. To be honest.
Oliver, sorry I'm like speaking over you all, but Oliver just mentioned something called the What If series from the Marvel Entertainment. And I must admit, that is a freaking head good series. It have like 9 episodes right now. I do not know if it's gonna end on 10 or 12, but like, there's been such an interesting story about like multiverse and like the story about crossing boundaries of like, what if something else happened? Like, such a great series. I'm really impressed, and like all these small clues and things they're putting into the animation is like so great. It's like really a series you should watch, even if you do not understand Marvel at all. And if you truly understand Marvel, then that is a series really interesting because like you can see all this like it's fitting so well, yet it is the same with still being something differently. Like it's such a great series. Get it on Disney Plus, worth it. The same if you go watch Loki, a great series.
Loki's good.
I
don't really know. I've seen the only Marvel thing I've seen was Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one.
Great
And then
movie.
I've seen Loki. Yeah. I haven't seen the second Guardians of the Galaxy, not yet.
Also a good movie.
I have Disney Plus, so I don't know why I don't watch it. Other than
Oliver,
I don't
get your
think
ass
Reaper's
together
good.
and watch Loki, and you also need to watch Black Widow, Oliver, because it's also been
Widow.
released on the Disney Plus series. Not series, but movies part.
Mhm.
Like, you can watch fucking every Marvel movie on Disney.
Yeah. I have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't watch it.
Because
I
you
got
have
it
your
for
design to
the
it.
Disney movies. But,
You know what, Oliver? I have
I'm
an
gonna
idea.
Go to the welcome lobby and then go on a walk.
Cool,
Okay,
Kayla.
Kayla.
It was good to reconnect and see you next
See
week.
you again.
Yay! Glad you're back in Thursdays.
Bye
Eric,
bye.
nice to see you. It's been a couple weeks.
yeah.
Yay! Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye bye. Oliver, I have an idea.
Mhm.
if you and me team up, Oliver, we can plan an entire movie weekend together, or even 3 everyday lives, and then we can actually have a pretty good reason to get Elise to come back to Denmark. Because she will not just be spending time with one Dane, she will be spending time with 2 Danes. We can even leave the dungeon part out, but we will create the perfect amount of hygge together with her. What do you think about that? And if we plan it carefully, we can even get your girlfriend to join in.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying. It's a pretty good plan.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
was that trip?
It was
I missed
good.
a lot of it. It was good?
It was good. Yeah. Yeah. I streamed most of it to Pococha.
Yeah.
I was all over the place. But no, but it was good. It was just like, it was a lot, you know, but I'm kind of glad I did it that way because then I could test. It's been so long since I traveled like that, where you're just like constantly going. That's really important, I think, to stay in shape for that, you know?
Yeah. I couldn't do it. Not right now, anyway.
Bitcoin, come here, baby. Bitcoin wants to say hi to y'all.
Mr. Bit.
Mr. Bit, come here. Eric wants to say hi. Come here, baby. Up. Come on, up.
Only if he's a good boy.
Bitcoin is always a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He's not. He's a spoiled brat. Hi, Bitcoin.
Hello, Bitcoin.
Hello. I taught him a trick on the other. So there's like gifts. There's virtual gifts that they can give on the app. And there's one called Roar, and it's like a lion roar. And like most of the streamers, yeah, they do their own roar when they do it. But I always get Bitcoin to do it. I taught him.
Well, can he do it now? Apparently he can.
Yeah, I've trained him. But it's like, it's quiet and cute. He's so cute. He's so cute.
He looks like a bat with the ear out, lying flat. Yeah. Wow.
He just doesn't like whatever
Camera
you're doing.
died. We all died.
Bitcoin does not
Mr.
like
Bit.
tea. He does not like tea. He used to get into like packages of Gyokuro and shit. But I think he realized he doesn't really like it, so he stopped doing that, thank goodness.
Yeah. I wouldn't mix
My
mix
camera
Gyokuro and shit. It's probably not a good idea.
Are we talking about shit again?
Sorry. You brought it up.
He's right.
Oh, bye, Tef. Something must have
they're
happened.
Still gone.
Yeah,
He
you turned
turned
your
off the
video
video.
off.
No, I've not turned mine off. It's just turned off itself, and all of you have turned off at the same time.
Are you sure you didn't turn yours off? Click on your if you go on your screen.
Settings.
Like I can see it. It's not like active right now. Det var musen. Så må det være den her, der er mit kamera, og så hvis vi tilføjer den en gang til, og så går vi over på setting. And you're reappeared.
Yeah, there we go. I blinked out for a little bit.
Yeah, I changed the setting on the world that was supposed to stop people from being able to hide their videos, but I don't know. Doesn't seem to be working.
Setting.
I still can't see Ted.
Close.
Yeah, Gyokuro a la dog poop.
Not a good taste. I've never had hot Gyokuro.
What?
Thank you.
Who did that one? Was that Sam? Good job.
That was tough.
Was it Tef? Really? Tef, what?
Oh, I saw his mouth open.
That is gross.
We knew
Well, I
that.
am back, so I can hear you all.
Here.
Oh, Oliver, are you fishing right now? Is that what you're doing? That's super cool.
Hmm?
I don't know. Oliver just says, I've run into this problem while doing citizen science. I'm catching invasive gobies down in the harbor by my new apartment, and people keep commenting on how pathetically small my catch is. Oh, because they don't know you're doing science. They think that you're trying to catch fish.
Mm.
Most of the day.
Well, he is trying to catch fish, but it's for science.
Yeah.
And that's usually what men on the internet say when they're trying to do stuff.
Hey, so let me do a little speed test. But I think I got my internet problem solved.
Oh.
Great.
Yeah. I called so my contract with Cox ended. And they were trying to charge me like 3 times more. My new invoice came and they were trying to charge 3 times more. I'm like, what the fuck? And I called the guy and he was like, oh no, never mind. It's not testing so good. Dang. It's better than usual though. It's better than usual. But anyway, I like got frustrated on the phone and I was like, hey dude, can I just cancel this whole thing? Like, I'm just gonna try to work off of my 5G now. Like, I can't handle this. Like, y'all are trying to charge me more and you can't even supply to me the amount of data that I'm purchasing. And the guy like was like, well, let me talk to my boss and see what I can do. And he came back and he like gave me the discount back to my original price and he doubled the data. And
Wow.
it kind of worked. It's kind of, I'm testing at a good speed now so I can actually stream properly now.
Cool.
Yeah. It just took me yelling on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
threatening to leave.
I've got fiber in my neighborhood, but I'm not switching to AT&T. I'm going to do that.
Why not?
They have a bad rep in St. Louis of being, what's the word? Difficult and sketchy. So, with like pricing and things like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. And plans and my friend has fiber. I wonder how she's doing with it. I'll ask her. Not that I need it. I don't really need it.
And so Oliver said what his science is. So he does sight fishing for tiny gobies in the harbor. He measures their length and chart it down in a spreadsheet. That's what he's doing for science.
For science.
For science. Biology. He's
All
a
in the
biologist. All right, Bitcoin, you ready to go down? I think I'm gonna go, y'all. So I can. I gotta go drop a package off at UPS, and I'm gonna do some spire spinning tonight.
Gosh. It's
That
7:15.
sounds dangerous.
It's not dangerous.
I said it
Yeah, it is.
sound. I did not say it is.
Elise, it
Yeah.
is dangerous. You just take proper safety precautions and then you don't have to be too concerned. But it doesn't mean it's not dangerous.
Oh yeah, it's dangerous.
When you stop thinking that it's dangerous is when problems happen.
Exactly. You gotta have a confidence. I mean, okay, so yeah, Oliver says don't choke on it. To be honest, like that's pretty much the only thing that like I feel in danger of when I'm doing that. It's not that I'm gonna burn myself, but that if you keep the fire in front of you for a long enough period of time, it does kind of like take oxygen away from you. You know, so that's why it's good to like move the fire around so that way it doesn't take all your oxygen all the time.
Well, that's why you spin it.
Yeah, yeah. But like if you spin it in front of you and the fire's just in front of you for a long period of time, yeah, it could you feel the difference. Your lungs feel the difference. It's kind of
That makes
interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, be Uncle Iroh, of course. My friends that have a band here in Vegas, every time they play a show outdoors, they always ask me to do a fire show for them. And they do a cover of the song that Uncle Iroh sang before.
Read from the vines,
Yeah.
falling so slow. That is a horrible thing to play. That is like songs made by in sadness of the love and grief of his son.
Yeah, yep. But
It's beautiful, but like it's about love, like the loss of someone dear to one. Like that is a song you need to end on, and not like power up like some like whole thing to like greater experience.
well, they're like a punk band, so they do their own rendition on it, and they make it lively.
yeah, that
and-
is the problem. It's not meant to be lively.
Oh,
It's
Tev.
meant to be. It's no honor for the dead, apparently.
All right, guys. Have a good evening. Before we get into this argument, I'm gonna get out of here. I've been stuck on my computer way too long today.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
Sam.
good idea. Yeah, we had a good session. Sam, see ya.
Night night.
Whoa! He leaves so
And he
fast.
was off.
Yep. All right, Tev. Thanks for hanging out. It's so late night. Both you and Oliver, both staying up all night to hang out. That's cool.
Yeah, we had the possibility to do it. Then of course we will be there together.
Yeah. All right, Oliver. Thank you. Adios. Adios.
Have a good night's sleep, Oliver.
Adios. I'm gonna walk away too, Tev. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Suffering is best shared. Exactly. All right, Oliver, thanks for hanging out today. I don't think I'm going to go do a raid because I got to go do my work. So I'm just going to turn the stream off. But Oliver, I'm so happy to have spent some time with you. Good luck with the rest of your move. And hopefully we'll see you here in Topia when you get settled and ready. I know it's kind of late for you, but do appreciate you being here. And I'll see you next time.